If you could pick one thing you were saved from, what would it be?
I think just the need to please people. I think that's been the biggest thing, because I think we all have, some people are more agreeable than others, but I think at the root of all of us, we want to be accepted, and people that are more agreeable, which I tend to be a little more agreeable than probably most guys, that can lead to, just wanting to, conform just so that you fit in or make people happy. You don't say what needs to be said so you can, keep the peace, so to speak. But that ultimately doesn't keep the peace, because if you let things just bubble over, right, then it's going to be a bigger mess than had you just addressed it, dealt with a little bit of confrontation, and fixed it early, right? It's like with like a car or something like that. Right, you get one leak, you might as well go get that leak fixed, because if you don't, then it could end up, causing
a bigger leak.
Then that might cause like something in the engine to go wrong, or you get what I'm saying. And so you want to address problems as early as possible, right? That way that it just doesn't blow up in your face.
Yeah. So like pleasing people, scripture came to my mind, Galatians 1:10, or I am now seeking the approval of man or of God, or am I trying to please man? If I were still trying to please man, I would not be a servant of Christ. And I think that's a good one, because it's like,
there we go.
Because it's like, we shouldn't be trying to please people. We don't need to, especially as Christians.
Right.
We answer to God and only God.
Right. I totally agree there. I totally agree. And so, and with that, it's like you gotta know what the highest value is. And as a Christian, it's not that you're trying to be a jerk or trying to be mean. You're just saying, hey, look,
this is my standard.
This is my standard. This is what I choose to live my life by. And so you don't have to. I'm not forcing you to. Just like God's not going to force anybody to be with him that doesn't want to be with him. If you want separation from God, that's cool. You don't have to be with God. But as for me and my house, we'll serve the Lord, just like David, right? And so we have this standard that we are living up to. And if you don't want to get with the program, just don't get with the program. Like it's no hard feelings. I will still love you the same as I love my Christian brothers and sisters. But it's just, there's probably just certain scenarios that we're not going to just yoked on, right? Because we don't have the same mindset for life. And that's okay.
What are some of those scenarios?
Just having friends that don't believe, or just people in your life that don't believe, or coworkers. I'm sure there's a lot of Christians who don't work at a church or don't work at a Christian organization where most people are claiming to be of the faith. And so you're going to be surrounded by the world, right? Narrow is the gate to heaven. So even some of these people that are claiming that they're Christians and that they think they're Christians, you have to seriously go through the process of saying, hey, am I aiming for the highest possible value that I can? Am I aiming at Jesus?
Yeah, and I think there's a misconception that all roads lead to God, when really there's only one road to God. That's through Jesus.
Right.
So
that I am the way, the truth, and the light.
Exactly. All right.